What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Y'all sleep? What time is it, man?
Alright, y'all. It's 12:50.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know Charlie B need his 4.5, 5, or he ain't nothing. But am I tired? You can probably tell. Yes. But Miss B's brother just called. I be on Hoover with the boat at 3. Okay, I'm up. You feeling me? I know some of y'all out there feeling me like, you going to the dam this morning? I'm there. Okay. Now, I figured since he called me, when he called me, I don't wanna play up. Hold on, y'all. I know I don't like you waste your time, but I will tell y'all the truth. Okay. He called me 45 minutes ago, right? So, what does that mean? Charlie B had, look, I got this, okay? My son mad at me. He's mad. Why? Because my baby's asleep. Miss B at work. I need you to come over here. I'm going fishing, bro. You serious? Do I sound like I'm up? Get up. Hey, like saying, everybody get up. I'm not playing. All right? Okay. I ain't been on the boat this year yet, y'all. I'm excited. But I'm sorry for wasting your time with that. I'm talking too much. I'm excited about this fishing trip, y'all. Look. Okay. Now, I figured I got time. 12:52. I got time. I ain't got to be there till 3, right? I know y'all like Charlie B. When do you sleep? I get it. I get my sleep. I only need like 4.5, 5 hours a day. Y'all know this. So I slept about 2 hours. So I come home and, well, I won't get no sleep when I come home because Miss B said she want to do comments in the morning. So I get some about 2 hours after that and I'll be good. So don't worry about Charlie B. I'm straight. Sleep is close to death. Remember that. Now, I figured since I was leaving and I was about to go have some fun, right? I know some of my people. I don't know. Y'all might be up. Y'all might be going through something. Y'all might be, I don't know, I don't know what it's called. It starts with an N, I think, where you can't sleep at night. And y'all might need some Charlie B, right? So I figured since I was going to have fun, I'll give y'all a show before I leave. And since I figured y'all my peoples, and if y'all up this late rocking with me, let's open up the vault. Didn't I tell y'all I have stuff in the vault on this, brother? Right? All right, now, the vault I'm open up for y'all tonight that are up like Charlie B. And I'm going to take my time with this show because I haven't seen it in a long time, and I got to get, so it might take me till 3 to do this one because I don't want y'all to miss nothing. Or it might be 15 minutes. I don't know yet. But my whole point is this. I'm going to prove to y'all. Allegedly, they don't care about the boys' education at all at this point. Because Tim needs them to work. Charlie B, you dropped this late. It's Bizarreville, baby. Up is down. I know this is something I should have dropped at like 7 o'clock in the morning and let it roll all day. And I know some of my peanut game, y'all be emailing me like, Charlie B, what are you doing? You should have dropped that. It's Bizarreville, baby. Either you watch it or you don't. If you catch it or you don't. My true people gonna catch it. You feel me? That's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about everybody else coming in here, whatever they want to do. But tonight, I'm opening up the vault for y'all. I told y'all. Gloves is off. Gloves is off. Tim and Megan both know they are destroying their boys right now at this point. And allegedly, I'm about to prove it to you. You feeling me? I'm just talking y'all now. I'm going fishing. I'm happy.
And we have exciting but sad news at the same time. One of y'all want to tell them, boys, where we're going this morning?
To private school.
Why your mouth so nasty?
We're going to
Right. I'm gonna start recording y'all mouth be nasty.
Okay, this is the private school episode, right? That y'all probably haven't seen. Everybody's seen allegedly the one that he pulled him out of, right? Okay, well, let's get into the one where him and Megan talk about all this stuff. And y'all gonna be so messed up, like, wait a minute. Is this the same man? And I'm gonna prove to you, allegedly, jump back. This is Vault, baby. Remember when I said my kids have been in private school? You have to take a test to go to private school. And when you get there, they will tell you what grade your kids are in and what level they're on. Tim didn't want that, allegedly. I already said this, right? Now, is it fair that I already said this and Charlie B had this in the vault? No, but I'm real. I can tell you, because most people will be like, well, Charlie B, if you already had that when you said this back in the day. I know this brother better than he knows himself, allegedly. Let's go.
Wipe your face now.
Yes, sir.
Where we going, Tyson?
To private school.
That's right. So I know that's a shock to some of you all because you know that we're very passionate. Put that bike down, Tyson. We're gonna walk. But y'all know we're very passionate about homeschooling, and we've homeschooled, pretty effectively. Megan taught all the boys how to read and write and count and all those things.
Now, I know y'all sitting here like, Charlie B, what was that about? Okay, I wanted to point out the fact that he said Megan taught him how to read and write and all that. Now, boys, this has nothing to do with you. Like I always say, Charlie B is talking about the parenting of your parents. This has nothing to do with you. So I hate when people come here and be like, oh, they be talking about the boys. I don't talk about the boys, and you should notice that. Now, listen. Whoever you are, BTM members, I'm talking about parenting here, right? Okay. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make, and we're going to get to it. I'm not going to waste your time because I realize we don't need no whole long time because I got to get my post and stuff ready. Anyway, listen. I'm sorry. I'm so excited, y'all. But this one I'm going with this. We're going to get to a point where, because Charlie B, he tell you what we going to talk about. We're going to get to a point where him and Megan sits up here talking about they don't want their boys behind and all this stuff. And that's why they're going to school now and all this stuff. And we're going to answer the fact that you realize that when Megan jumped back to my other show that for the Real Peanut Game that watched, they both had full-time jobs. Okay, you know what that meant to Tim? You know what that meant to him? Being on the farm and just feeding the hogs and stuff. That was his full-time job. And Megan's full-time job was a 40-hour-a-week job. Let's go.
But it's come to a point where we got to make a decision about some things. The new baby is a part of it, but it's really a small part of it. And we'll talk more about those serious things a little bit later.
Now, this has nothing to do with school, but did y'all catch it? Did he act like Megan having a baby was a burden? That's why he's sending them boys to school? You tell me. I'm not saying nothing. You tell me.
They're actually not starting school today. We're actually just interviewing for this private Christian school. And they're going to have to take a test, since they've been homeschooled. They're going to take a test to see, if they know the things they should know for the grades they should be in. So Tim Lee has to take a test this morning. You excited, Tim?
Yeah.
You gonna pass it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it. Go show you that I'm gonna be in fifth grade.
Oh yeah, that's super confident, man. Yeah. Tyler, you excited about your test?
Yeah.
You think you gonna pass it?
Yeah, I'm gonna pass it and I'm gonna be in fourth grade.
Jump back. Didn't Charlie B tell you they had to test to see where they were? I told y'all that. And I'm not laughing because the boys have to take a test. I'm laughing because Tim wants y'all to believe that he snatched him out of school over I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States. Are you serious? Are you serious? That's what he told y'all. Now jump back. What did I say when I said why he pulled them out? I told y'all, I've been through this. My son is coming now to watch my babies. Was in private school. He had to test to see where he was, right? I told you all this. I've had 3 kids go to private school. I didn't like it, but they went for a couple years. Now, my whole point is this. Tim, did you lie to everybody when you said it was a pledge of allegiance, or did you just find out that all your boys are on the same level and they wasn't ready for school yet because they was going to put everybody probably in, I don't even want to say that. What's the youngest boy? What grade do you think he would be in? And if they're all doing the same work, where do you think they all would be if they tested? That's all I got to say. Right? So, with that being said, we're going to skip ahead in this video and jump to them going to the school and stuff like that. Them so happy. And then we're going to get to Megan and Tim telling you how they know their boys need school. They know they need it. We don't want them left behind or nothing like that. You know Charlie B don't waste your time. I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about before it happens. You feel me? So if y'all know that back then, why is it so important to get these videos out right now? That the boys are still under your care. If you know they need more schooling. And we've been asking, like I said, I'm opening up the vault tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. How many hours a day was the boys getting? I'm going to show you that too. Let's go, man. You like when Charlie B opened up the vault? I know y'all wish y'all knew her brother with the boat to call me Charlie B. Hey, call Charlie B and tell him you got. We need some of this heat. Like, comment, subscribe, man. Let's go.
Alright, y'all, we're just pulling out and leaving the school. And, boys, why don't y'all tell me a little bit about what y'all think? How was it?
Good.
You like the school?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we toured the school and the boys took their tests and we're just waiting on the results from that. But we'll talk a little bit more about the decision a little later. And we're just headed now. It's around lunchtime. We'll head down and get something to eat. So
I know one thing. Tyler's got one question wrong, at least.
yeah.
I heard the computer say 4 plus 2. Tyler said, "Oh yeah, that's 8."
What's 4 plus 2 times?
Now, was it the Pledge of Allegiance, or was it he didn't know what that answer was? You feel me? And Tim, why do you always have to put your family down? The people you say you care about the most, only thing that matters is everybody right here on this farm. You call Megan crazy. You call her weird. You call the boys the same thing. You put out there that just nobody had to know that, right? Okay. Let's proceed.
Just going into a new season and a lot of things in our life is, are changing. Has changed over this last year or so. And, they always say, if you want to make the Lord laugh, tell him your plans, and just watch him laugh at you and, tell him like, you don't know what's going to happen, say if the Lord wills. But we figure
if you want to make the Lord laugh, what was that? Okay, let me just say this. Have y'all ever heard that? If you want to make the Lord laugh. Okay. Have y'all ever hit the Lord with a jokey joke? No, I haven't. What is this talking?
we just kind of walk y'all around and kind of, we're going to try to like stick to a script a little bit. We don't have a script, but we
He just telling himself, we're going to try to stick to the script, but we don't have a script.
kind of talk about like 3 main points of this story that we want to tell. And I pride myself on being a good storyteller, so I'm gonna give it my best shot. But I don't do this YouTube talking thing very well. I try to be a YouTube worker and then just talk a little bit here and there. But we just.
But once he gets to talking,
Once I get going, I can't shut up. But this story of today. Let's just rewind about, I don't even know how many, let's not put years on it because that'll make me stumble up. I don't know how many years it was ago, but
let me say this. You learned over the years how to talk on YouTube, right? Because y'all, this is back in the day. I'm pretty sure y'all know. But he couldn't make it up when he said, but when he get to talking, yeah, but he's always cut her off. Y'all notice that? He's always cut her off. Now, this is the point I'm trying to make. The work you do, right? You're going to get into that too. I don't even realize why you had to bring up work in this right there, because you're about to tell everybody how you stopped working and kept sending her back. Let's go.
We're at this point where in our life, Megan and I both had careers, and we had the plan that, we had kids, Megan would, quit working her career, homeschool boys, take care of kids, different things like that. And the plan was for Megan to do that, first to go full time into ministry and to retire and all those things early. But what ended up happening is, with that plan, is that the Lord gave us the vision for the farm. Because before that we were only doing ministry in the city.
Now, Tim, everybody really want to see your credentials, because basically right now, Megan was going to be the pastor too, that she was going to minister too. Did y'all catch it? Jump back, did y'all catch it? Where are they getting these I'm a minister certificates? I don't know. Is it in the back of the church with a good donation? I have no idea. I have no idea. But did you catch it? They both was going to be doing ministry. But, isn't that Tim's favorite word, but God, he keeps throwing that on y'all. Why do y'all allow this? Anytime this brother changes his mind, as long as he say, but God said so, it's cool. He's basically telling you God wasn't right the first time. Are y'all catching what I'm putting down?
And we didn't know anything about the farm vision. And so Lord ended up giving us the farm vision. And it only made sense because we wanted for both of us to be able to be full-time ministry and full-time, at that time, just full-time ministry, because there was no farm vision. But the farm vision came up, and then it came time to where one of us was going to have to quit our jobs and be full-time, fully devoted to the mission that the Lord had given us, in order for it to work, for it to function, and for it to grow, But
now this is what bothers me. Megan and the boys still helped his brother do all this stuff. Megan still fed the animals and did all this stuff. Jump back. He showed you when they first got the electric fence, Megan was putting it up, right? She was still working. So when you came up with this big plan that God told you that y'all needed a farm and one of y'all needed to quit working, right? Why did it have to be her? Why couldn't it have been you if she was going to be out there doing all the stuff anyway? Right? Can y'all tell me, jump back, for y'all, Peanut Game, a lot of y'all been rocking with this man and this seen it. Why did it have to be her to quit? No, why did it have to be him to quit his job and did jump back? Y'all come here and let me know. And I already know he said it because I ain't gonna say allegedly. Did he say we both had corporate jobs? Really? Because jump back, if you talking about you were still working with your dad at this point, I could bust you down right there because you already said you was working under the table for him. Is that corporate? No. So, you already said bounce back that you filled one job application out for UPS. So, and you decided you was going to be your own boss and you wasn't going to let nobody tell you no more. You was going to be the one to say no. Yes or no? Do we have this brother dead to rights? Come on, man. Come on, man. I mean, he don't know. He lies so much. Are y'all catching it? Are y'all catching it? Now, we gonna get to it where he's gonna bust it down like they want the best for their children, they want the best and all this. But now, you want the best for you, allegedly, because they can't go to school. Well, how long was they in school? Allegedly, 1 or 2 days? And you know why that was, allegedly? Oh, no, I'm not putting this on y'all. Just me thinking about it. You want the kids to graduate at 16, 10? What grade they put them in?
At that point, it was in its infant stages. Our ministry was at the infant stage. The farm was at the infant stage. Everything was just raw, And we had to walk by faith and take leaps of faith, And so we ended up having to have a conversation about it. And, we always said, Megan's going, you're going to be the one to quit your job first. And, then I'll somewhere along the line quit my job and we'll both be full-time in ministry, But with the farm, it only made sense for me.
For him to go full-time.
To go full-time.
Really, that's the only way the farm.
Do y'all see how he's controlling her mind? She really allegedly believes that he went full-time when she was working 40 hours a week.
Vision would advance because, he was doing pretty much all of the farm and all the farm chores. At that point, me and the boys would come along and help. But, I wasn't running a tractor or pulling trailers or doing stuff like that. So he needed to be full-time. And
allegedly, do you see how he tricked her? She even said Tim was doing too much doing all that by himself, right? And her and the boys would come by and help, right? Even after she went to work, right? Megan, he has you doing all that now. He don't help y'all. He films y'all. So if he was doing too much back then as a man, why do you feel like today you're not doing too much? As a man, woman, anything, when you have a full-grown, able body that you're married to in the house. Editing. A whole show alleged. Let's go.
really,
Trying to get the dog to get that rooster away from us because he's following us around from.
really, we didn't even know. Like, we thought that he could still continue working and advance the
I tried
farm.
to do it. Yeah.
But the Lord just kind of swooped in and, just kind of told him one day, like, no. Like, take this leap of faith. And when he took that leap of faith, we didn't know how we were going to do it, but we knew that that's what the Lord was calling us to do, so we did. And it's been amazing ever since he made that decision. We've been super blessed. Like, we had a hard month for 1 month. And then after that, it was just like the Lord
abundance.
just
Yeah. And
We had a hard month for that 1 month. Jump back. You remember when Tim told everybody Megan had her job and she worked a part-time job while he was doing his ministry? So is that the month she was looking for more work? Allegedly? Boom. Charlie B hit you with the stuff that just this brother think he's tricking y'all with. No, you ain't tricking me. And you ain't tricking Peanut Gang. Right? Because you said that. She had her job and she had a part-time job too. You worked nowhere. Allegedly, right? So if that's the case, Tim, and God told you all this, God told a full-bodied grown man, send your wife to work and feed the pigs. Let's go.
So the plan was make the farm, ministry, all the things we were doing for the kingdom, make it not profitable, but sustainable. You know what I'm saying? And make it to the point to where we can be grace sufficient. We can be sufficient doing the things that the Lord wants us to do, even if we had to live below our means. And we were able to do that. We've got the farm,
buy property and
yeah.
anything else that we needed. So it's been amazing.
Is it just me, or did he just say the plan was? And in the end, did Megan say, and it what, y'all? We can buy property and anything else we need. And y'all sending them stuff. And they keep begging for money off and on. Jump back to the, if we had $80,000 when the truck was down, right? They're lying to y'all. They're lying to y'all. This is before Benjamin is born. They're telling you they got everything they need. They're abundant. They're good. Yeah, we don't need nothing. We can afford to give stuff away. Yeah, y'all fell for this. And I know some of y'all haven't seen it, but when y'all do see it, or y'all still going BTM members, be like, he's still my pastor and I forgive him, he lied. Allegedly. Let's go.
Yes, so now we're at the point where financially I can leave my job and be full-time on the farm and, you know, full-time homeschool, full-time ministry here.
What's going on again? As I gave it a little rest.
Sure. Full-time ministry here at ISU Farm. But we made the hard decision that I really was not self-disciplined enough to be able to do the homeschool and be full-time at ISU Farms and with the ministry. And that was very difficult for me, but it was the best decision for everybody and for our family. Because
Okay, y'all, this is what y'all been waiting for. Here we go. Where they both know they boys need more education, but they're not going to let them get it because they need more workers. You feeling me? We about to get into this. But before we get into that, did you see what she said? Jump back. Y'all catch it? We all know she gets her word of God through Tim, right? He's been breaking her down for years. Benjamin ain't even here yet. And she's talking that she can't handle doing homeschool and being on the farm. You know why that is, Tim, allegedly? Because you make her do all the work, right? Now, let me just say this to you, brother, as a man. Just me and you, man to man talking. And my wife does it to me. Even, let's just use, I hate when I get tongue tied. Let's just use YouTube, right? I was like, babe, I'm gonna get on YouTube and I think she was like, I think you could do it, babe. I'm like, man, I can't. She was like, you won't know unless you try. She built me up. That's how we do each other. If she wants to start something, I'll support her. I'll throw everything at her. You, how can I put this without being rude? You do everything you can to break your wife down, man. And it's like, why? It's like, why? Right? But that's not tonight's show. It's the boys. It's the boys. But let me just jump back a little bit. You really told your wife that she couldn't take care of the animals and homeschool your kids. Why did she have to take care of the animals? Why didn't you just do it if homeschooling was falling short? Right? Let's go.
I just wasn't at the point where I could run everything properly the way it needed to be run, which meant that if I was going to continue working and working on my self-discipline, that we were going to have to put the boys in school because they needed a teacher. They need a full-time teacher.
They both know right there. They just said they need a full-time teacher. No jokey joke. Right? So why don't they have it? Because y'all need full-time farm hands, allegedly. Yes or no? Like, comment, subscribe. It's early. Most of y'all probably sleep. And Charlie be on one.
Basically, we just realized I wasn't at the point and self-disciplined enough to run everything that would need.
And I'm sorry to interrupt you, but y'all might not understand what it was going to take for her to quit her job at the school she was working at to like be full-time on farm, full-time with ministry. Megan already does all the books and everything for the ministry, and she was gonna kind of have to take those things on. Those things were gonna grow, as far as the books and the upkeep for the farm, the upkeep for the ministry, doing all the taxes and just, she's our administrator for our ministry. She's over all the finances and everything like that. So she takes care of all that type stuff. I take care of all of the like boots on the ground type work, and I lead out on all those things. I oversee all those things. But she takes care of all the books, all things coming in, all things going out. records, taxes, all those type of things. And over the last couple of years, those things have grown. So that's only one level, and it's like, in order for her, if she was gonna go full time on the farm and full time in ministry and full time homeschooling mom and all that type of stuff, it was just like we just came to the conclusion that based off of how things have went so far, that if we began to grow anymore, that you weren't gonna be able to handle it, and that we're probably gonna need somebody to hire somebody or something like that, like in the future, to take care of those things and to do those things if we want to get to that level that we are trying to go, with the vision and mission the Lord has given us. So yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but
Did y'all catch it? Did y'all catch it? Every chance he gets, he puts on her, I have nothing to do with these taxes. I just work. Did y'all catch that? Right? And then did y'all catch that every chance he gets, she ain't gonna be able to do it all, so something gotta break. So it's your kids? She couldn't handle your taxes and everything as God wanted y'all to grow. God told y'all allegedly, put this business before your children's education. Put this business before your family. So, put your kids in school. Then, when they didn't do what you said, take them out and put all this stuff, push it all back on her, right? Push all of it back on her. And you want everybody to believe, jump back, that God told you that your job is just to edit, allegedly. When y'all stand up here right now saying it's already too much for her. But now, as of today, because this is before Benjamin was born, as of today, oh, it's not enough for her. She got it. Hernia surgery and all, she got it. Ladies, y'all want to live like this? Y'all really want to live like, y'all really can tell me he a good man and they got a good family and they doing this thing and for me to get off their back? Really? Are you serious? Are you serious? When all this is a lie, it's all a scam. Everything he just said he does to her now. Everything he just said he didn't want to put on her, she has on her in the back right now. And more. And more. Let's go. Whole show legend.
Yeah, so we made the hard decision, it was very hard, to decide to put the boys in a private Christian school. And for me, working on my own self-discipline and being able to juggle and handle multiple things, which, I already do, but there's a different level. Different level of that needs to happen, a different level of intensity that needs to happen. And while I really regret that I'm not at that point.
Did y'all catch it? He has been breaking this woman down forever. I'm not at this point. I gotta get rid of my kids so I can get where Tim needs for me to be. Is that what y'all heard? Allegedly. Yes or no? Yes or no? Allegedly, Tim cares more about the farm than he does me homeschooling him because I don't have time. And I want this man to tell you how basically the kids only used to get 2 hours a day of homeschooling. Public school's 8. And everybody hate on public school. But you was giving your boys 2 hours a day? Let's go.
I'm glad that I'm not being forced into a position that would that I wouldn't be ready for, and it would be harmful for all the people involved.
So the boys, in order to get their proper education, Megan was gonna need to be here, And I know that we can't explain it all to get you all to understand why she's not in position to take that step, because there's different things going on, even with the new baby coming and having another child added on and all those things. It's just this is the best decision to make sure the boys get their proper schooling and make sure they get trained, because now they've had to wait and just do worksheets, pretty much homeschooling themselves up until about 12, 1 o'clock, until Megan gets off from her job. 2 o'clock, right?
It's an hour.
And then she does a couple hours of homeschool. Then once she gets here, and they need to be homeschooled. Like it was either
She would do homeschooling for a couple hours. Did y'all catch that? Tim just said it out of his own mouth. And Tim, let me ask you a question. Everybody come in here, bro, and say you short a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Now, why couldn't you homeschool the boys? Why couldn't you homeschool the boys? Why do you have to wait on Megan all day? That don't make no sense. Let's go.
Megan's gonna quit her job, you know, and be in position to do the things that she was gonna be called to do, being a mother, you know, all the things that entails, being a teacher, you know, all the things that, because you may think like, oh, she's gonna quit her job and it's gonna be like, that's amazing, like, you know, just easy. No, it like her working her job now is easier than it would be if she was around here every day, you know, and I know you all don't see all.
Boom. Give me everything you could get. Go out and keep working. Because that's what she did. Didn't I tell y'all, jump back, allegedly? I told y'all that she was still working right before bit. All that, 2 years ago, all that, yeah, we did all this and my wife retired. It's a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. He was lying in. She was still working. Boom. Okay? He had her working pregnant with Benjamin while he laid on his butt and just fed the hogs. With the boys. He still had the boys working then. I'm not going to say it what I usually say. He still had the boys working then with him. So if he still had them feeding the hogs and everything as young as they were before, this is only a year ago. You know, say Benjamin's a year now. She was still pregnant by a year and a half, whatever. But God told you to have a pregnant woman go out and work while you lay on your butt and feed hogs. And y'all didn't have that many. Y'all had no pigs, y'all had no nothing. At that point, you had a couple hogs and some bow's ass and stuff. That's it. So God told you to stay there and lay on your butt while your pregnant wife go out and work. Women gonna love you after this show. Let's go, man.
Than it would be if she was around here every day. You know, and I know you all don't see all the behind the scenes type stuff that goes on and know all the vision that the Lord has given us. So I know it doesn't make complete sense, but as time goes on, I think you all will see that this is the right decision. And I think that we'll see it as well. You know, because right now we're kind of like, are we making the right decision? Did we make the right decision?
It's very frustrating, I think, that I'm not, you know, at the place where I can juggle, manage, and handle everything, or say that with confidence, you know. And
Tim, you really married to this woman, and you standing up there, and she said that, and that wasn't cut time. That wasn't cut time, baby. Whoa, baby. What you mean, baby? You are good. You are, baby. Don't say you ain't doing your best. Don't do that. Where was that? Where was that? No compassion, no empathy, no nothing. Allegedly, let's go.
Nothing fall through the cracks. And I think that's what's most important for us. It's like, I could do it, but we don't want to half do anything. You know, we want to do it and have it like popping off, like the best of the best, you know. And I know I couldn't do that excellent level, and we are not going to have to. So
They tell y'all whatever they want y'all to hear, don't they? At the level. And we're not at the point where we gonna have do it. Pina Game and Charlie B allegedly think y'all have doing it now. These boys need help. And jump back. This is right before Benjamin was born, maybe a couple months, 3, 6, I don't know. But no, not 6, but about 3 months before Benjamin was born, right? Allegedly. They're not gonna have to do it, right? But now since Benjamin's been born, jump back what I say. Tim feels like he's allegedly a burden, right? So, it's a baby in the house. I have to edit. I have to film. You have to shut him up, allegedly. Boys, y'all have to go feed everybody. I gotta have my mind straight for what God told me to do, and that is film y'all and edit. Really? Charlie be out. I love y'all. Do you clearly see that they know these boys have no education? Do you clearly see? Back then, they were talking like they really cared about them getting education and them really being smart. What do they talk about now, allegedly? Farm, and more farm. Right? I'm gonna ask y'all something. Do y'all think the boys would have been better off if they'd have kept them in school? Yes or no? I love y'all. Y'all be easy. I'm out.